Former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan called on his party to file cases against the illegitimate Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and the unelected Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi for the murder of his party workers in what's been called the Islamabad massacre. Quote, "Today my family informed me in detail about the Islamabad massacre, how our peaceful protesters were fired upon directly and dozens of unarmed citizens who were simply advocating for constitutional and legal rights were martyred while hundreds were injured. So far, details of 12 martyrs have surfaced," unquote. Mr. Khan, speaking to reporters during one of his jail trials, said, quote, "This brutality marks one of the darkest chapters in Pakistan's history. It's as though Yahya Khan Part 2 has been imposed on the nation," unquote, referring to the former disgraced Pakistani dictator. Mr. Khan further said that the bloodshed in Islamabad will have far-reaching consequences. While calling on his party to unite for the next phase of the struggle, he said, quote, "This is not just politics, this is jihad," unquote. Outraged by the senseless killing of unarmed peaceful protesters in Islamabad, overseas Pakistanis took to the streets throughout the world. The shock and grief moved the diaspora to organize funeral prayers in absentia and candlelight vigils from New York to London to Barcelona. In speeches, many overseas Pakistanis have called on their elected representatives in Western nations to sanction the individuals involved in the massacre, calling it a grave human rights violation. As they gathered, some cried and others prayed in silence, but everyone asked of the military regime, "Why did you shoot?" From his maximum security prison cell, former Prime Minister Imran Khan has asked his party's provincial government to assist the families of martyrs of the Islamabad massacre financially. While PTI has officially confirmed 12 dead so far, hundreds are injured and many more missing. Mr. Khan, in a message posted to his official Twitter account, said, quote, "I have instructed my party and the Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa to take responsibility for the care and welfare of the families of those martyred as well as those who were injured, and to work tirelessly for the recovery of those who are missing. I have also instructed them to encourage the teams of lawyers who are pursuing the cases of those arrested," unquote. PTI's elected officials have been attending funerals of those martyred, while the party has asked its legal team to assist those arrested illegally. The Israeli Occupational Army has continued to pound Gaza, killing dozens and issuing new evacuation threats. The occupational Israeli military launched strikes overnight that killed at least 14 people in the north of the enclave, according to reports on Tuesday. Meanwhile, new forced evacuation orders were issued, calling on people to leave areas in the southern city of Khan Yunis. Quote, "For your own safety, you must evacuate the area immediately and move to the humanitarian zone," unquote, an army said a statement on X, citing rocket launches by Palestinian groups. Palestinian and United Nations officials also say that there are no safe areas in the enclave. Most of Gaza's 2.3 million people have been internally displaced, some as many as 10 times since the war began last year. Israel's genocide in Gaza has killed at least 44,502 Palestinians and wounded 105,454 since October 7, 2023.